On va vous souhaiter une bonne journée. Joining us here on Cameroon Feeling. Today is July 1, 2021. I'm receiving now a lady, Juliet Foppo. Welcome to the program.
Thank you, sir.
From Penased, a humanitarian organization that addresses concerns that with regard to vulnerable children.
Yes.
All right. So you tell me that you have a project that is in the works. Now, before that, tell me about Penased.
Yes, Penased is an organization that deals with the vulnerables.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's in regard, Penased first of all means Pentecostal Advocate for Socio-Economic Development. So it's in this regard when we are working with the vulnerables, we had the opportunity to have a project sponsored by UNICEF in collaboration with MINCOM and MINAS.
Okay.
So we train children in photography and shooting. The vulnerables children are being given to us by MINAS.
Okay.
Yes, and so we work with them in shooting and photography. And for the past 1 month, we have been having a training with them in the 5 regions of Cameroon. We work with them in the eastern region, in the far north, in the northern region, in the center, and in the littoral. And so now we are preparing for the final that will take place in Douala from the 5th to the 7th of July 2021.
Okay, so I really want us to dwell a little on Penased, the organization or the humanitarian organization. Now, what have you been able to achieve so far, concretely on the ground?
Yes, we have been working with the IDPs.
Mm-hmm.
For example, it's one of our projects because we have 4 pillars.
Mm-hmm.
And one of our pillars is social inclusion.
Okay.
So with the IDPs, we have been training the IDPs. We are having trainings at our center because we are based at Superet, DMRC. So there's some training that we have been carrying on with the IDPs. For example, we have trained them in soap, this liquid soap.
Mm-hmm.
We have trained the IDPs, about 100 of them. And so that's the little things we have been doing so far.
Okay. Now, why photography? This project, it would appear it revolves around photography. Why photography?
Yes, because photography now, people have been using smartphones and be taking pictures. Whereas when you have an image, when you take an image with a real camera, it speaks more and it's clearer, the capacity. So we want to increase the knowledge about photography in these children. So we choose photography because it's a job that many people have abandoned, where it gives a lot of money. People are not really aware about this photography stuff. So that's why we are coming up with this photography so that people will know more about this photography. And when you start learning photography, you will love it. And it gives a lot of money, a lot of opportunities that many out there don't know. So that's why we lay more emphasis on photography, and we choose to train these street children. Let me just say the underprivileged children, the orphans, the sick, the street children. We train them in photography, and they've been doing wonderful things. If you see their images, they will speak for themselves.
Okay, that sounds.
And they're very excited about this photography stuff.
That sounds interesting. Now, you say you've been in 5 regions.
Yes.
In a month.
Yes, we've been in
How is
5
that
regions
possible?
in a month. We have been living from. It was really stressful, but we've made it.
Okay.
By God's grace.
So what do you
23 days.
actually do? These movements. How do you get these children together, and what do you actually do when you assemble them?
Yes, these children are being given to us by the MINAS.
Okay.
The Ministry of Social Affairs. So they have a database of all these children. So we work in collaboration with the MINAS. So they give us the children and we organize a seminar. The seminars consist of 20 children per session. And from the 20 children, we choose the 5 winners. So these are the 5 winners that will be going to Douala for the final on the 5th, from the 5th to the 7th of July.
So now at the final, let's talk about the final then. So who goes back home with what?
Okay, the final, the winners, because from the final we are going to select 3 winners.
Okay.
And the winners will be going home with a camera. First of all, in all these regions that we went to, they were given smartphones.
Okay.
These 20 children that took part during the training, they went back home with smartphones.
So the winners, the 3 The first three.
The first three will be giving cameras. Professional cameras.
Okay, to help them start up.
Yes, to help them start up.
All right, that's interesting. So, any last words before we part ways?
Okay, what I would like to say is that these children out there, they really need our help.
Okay.
So we should put more effort on how to take them out of the streets, because we have experienced many things. This one, when they start telling you their stories, you really feel sad in your spirit that you have not been doing something for these children. So we should have an eye look on these children.
Okay.
To take them out, not going to give them bread, give them things, but we should train them in something doing, so that tomorrow they can have something out of what you've trained them, and they will also help others. So that's what I have for us today.
So how can one reach Penased?
Okay, Penased is situated at Superet DMC.
Okay.
At Carrefour Superet, we see our signboard there, and you can just call us. I will give us a number 676 60 44 75, or you visit our Facebook page, Penased Cameroon.
Okay.
We are
you
there.
have a
We are
Facebook
live.
page, Penased Cameroon.
Yes, and all our events you can follow us.
All right.
On our Facebook page.
That was quite inspirational. Mme Foppo, thank you for being part of the program.
It was a pleasure.